I discovered just how powerful our thoughts and beliefs really are. Here's what I learned. If I focus on something positive or negative and A, truly believe in it, B, attach strong emotions to it, either anger or excitement, and C, shares those feelings with others so they believe it too, with all of this, it eventually manifests in my life. Here's my story. I used to work as a dispatcher, finding loads for trucks. One day a load got cancelled. This happened from time to time, but that day I reacted very negatively. I thought, why does this always happen to me? Why do my loads always get cancelled? Even though it was just the first cancellation of the day, but for some reason I chose to attach very negative emotions to it, and I believed in what I was saying. By focusing on that frustration, things got worse. It was like the negativity snowballed. I kept telling myself and saying out loud at the office, can you believe this? Do you see what's happening? Everything is falling apart. Sharing my strong emotions with others only made the effect stronger. I complained to each of my coworkers, and guess what? That day I lost 10 loads. I'd never had a day like that before. The more I reacted negatively, the more things spiraled out of control. The following day, cancellations kept happening and my mindset stayed the same. That's when I decided to try something new. I tried using positivity. When the next load got cancelled, I promised myself I wouldn't react negatively. Instead, I stayed calm and told myself, it's not a big deal, I'll find another load. I avoided voicing frustration and instead projected positivity. When my coworkers asked, how's it going, are your loads getting cancelled again, I confidently replied, everything's great, everything running smoothly, even when it wasn't. I also manifested to myself, I'm the best, I have the best drivers, everything is working out. As I continued to share these positive thoughts with others, their belief in the situation grew too, which only amplified the effect. This is where the law of attraction comes into play. By focusing on the positive and sharing that energy, I was aligning my mindset with the outcomes I wanted to attract. At first it felt fake, but as they say, fake it until you make it, sometimes acting as if things are already good can actually help bring that reality into existence. Within a few hours, and especially in the days that followed, things started to change. Everything began to run very smoothly. That's when I realized how much our mindset and emotions shape the outcomes we experience. The surprising part is that our minds don't distinguish between what we want and what we don't want. They simply attract what we focus on. You might be thinking, maybe it's just a coincidence. Sure, we all have good days and bad days, but think about this. A bad day might start as a coincidence, but your reaction could decide whether it snowballs into a streak of bad luck. If you think, here we go again, another bad streak, you might unintentionally create that pattern. But what if you choose positivity instead? What if you manifest a little, telling yourself how happy you are, how well things are going, and imagining already having everything you're striving for? Maybe those bad moments would remain isolated blips because your positive mindset wouldn't let them grow. The key isn't pretending bad things don't happen. It's about not letting them define your day or your future. A great example of this in psychology is the placebo effect. When people believe they're taking real medication, even if it's just a sugar pill, they often experience real improvements in their symptoms, simply because they expect to feel better. This demonstrates how our mindset and expectations can directly influence our reality. Have you noticed patterns in your life where your thoughts or emotions influence the outcomes? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. If you like the video, I'm just starting out, it would really help if you subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.